Hello dear student, in this video you have a small part or just 4 graph in this section. This section is talking about more trigonometric functions. We mean by this tan, okay, cotan of x, or maybe I say sketch the graph of secant of x or cosecant of x. So do not panic, you have just four graphs in this example, and it's familiar for you. For the tan, do not forget about we have asymptote minus pi over 2 and pi over 2, and just like x to power 3 you have a graph like that. Okay, so for tan, y is equal to tan of x, I say I have something like that. Okay, so like x to power 3, that's all. So here's pi over 2, here's my minus pi over 2, and go on, pi and go on. Okay, so how about the next, for cotan y is equal to cotan of x, I say my graph is like that. Here's pi, okay, also like a minus pi over x to power 3, or like a reverse of tan in this case, but this is not, this is 0 and pi. So the asymptote, the asymptote between for tan is minus pi over 2 and pi over 2. How about here? For cotan is pi and what, and 0. So you can imagine here it is 0 to pi. Here's all. Okay dear, that's all. Now I'm going to talk about second, the fourth graph. Just try to learn about this graph no more. So in the example, in the exam every year I say, for example, you have a scale, the trigonometric function a and b. A is one of the previous 4.3. For example, I say y is equal to sine or something, and b is one of them. For example, I say cotan or secant. So please do not panic and just try to do it. Okay, for here, for secant, also I have 1 and minus 1. It's very important. For the second, you can imagine here's between like a tan between minus pi over 2 and pi over 2. We have this part, and also how about here? How about here? We have here and here. So do not forget about minus 1. Here's this, there's a gap between 1 and minus 1, so be careful. Here's 1, here's minus 1. Can you imagine? That's easy. How about cosecant, the last function and last example and graph on this chapter 5? We have cosecant, we have the same, okay, but here is like that, okay, here, and there is like that. Of course, here's 1. How about here? It's minus 1. How about the asymptote? Is pi and minus pi, like what? Like cotan. So here's pi like cotan, and here's minus pi also like cotan, and you like the same shape like the second, but here we have 1 and here's minus 1. That's all. These 4, try to control these 4 graph, and I told you the important things: asymptote and the shape. Here again the asymptote and the shape, again the shape and asymptote, again the shape and the asymptote between these periods. Try to do it by yourself. There is no exercise, nothing to do it, no shift, no anything, just these 4. And be sure that in the exam, especially for the final, you are facing one of them. I say, for example, sketch cotan or secant or any one of them. Okay, so it's a short video. You have nothing more in the 5.4, and this is the last session, last class, last lecture in the chapter 5, and have a nice time.